And we are live. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Very Best by Verneuil-Joyeux. Today we have another very exciting spin of our makeup sip and chat, and we have a very special guest. For those of you who may not know, a distant cousin of mine. I don't even know if she knows that though.
I do. I do. You know,
Oh,
your
okay.
parents don't let you forget anything. That's your cousin.
Yes, yes, yes. So I will allow her to introduce herself. So yes, go right ahead. The mic is yours.
Hi, guys. Hi, guys. Johna Heaps. What else? That's it. We get to know each other as we go on.
Yeah, I agree. So you will be doing your makeup, yeah?
Just so you know, I'm not very good at it, so I'll try
Okay.
my best.
All right. So what would you grade yourself from a scale of 1 to 10?
It depends on the day.
Okay, I quite agree. With that. Well, for me, I will be doing a full glam. I don't think I will be going too in depth with the eyeshadow look today. Maybe something smoky, but yeah, let's see how it goes. All right.
All right.
I think we should start with the eyebrows because the eyebrows for me take a little bit of time. So we'll start with the eyebrows and then we'll move. I'm trying to keep this within like an hour and a half today because the girl gotta cook dinner.
All
Yeah.
right.
Okay.
Angle myself a little better.
Yeah. Let me see. I just have the brown pencil there. I put it right there so that I could get it easily. I think when I stand up,
Isn't that annoying when you think you have everything you need?
yeah, I just set up my stuff all around me so I could just grab it at arm's length. I think when I went to get my
I
okay,
can't find my
there is
pencil.
it. I got it.
Last time it was so short, so I'm gonna use this brow thingy. This
The brow pomade was a
it's a brow something from the brow bar. It's like
okay.
one of these. It has like a mascara tip.
Oh, like a spoolie. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the one I use. It has a spoolie at the end and it has the brown. I just abuse mine, and I to me I prefer it because it's just
so
so
this
fast.
one has the stuff on it, so I don't need the pencil. I just use the thing to get the color.
Oh, okay. All
It's
right. But I
nice.
actually sculpt and shape my eyebrows, and then I sometimes I full it in with the brow pomade after. Yeah, to me I like the
I don't
finish
know
of
how
the
to do all that stuff.
well, this is a learning process as well, so we'll learn and grow. Maybe I can gain some tips from you as well as you can
Nice.
gain some tips from
I
me.
don't have pomade. I have like the kit has like a powder thing,
Okay.
so I
Um,
use that sometimes. But
okay. My mom-in-law, she just give me something there, some elf thing. I say I'll try and use it today. Maybe do my smoky eye look with it.
I
An elf palette.
always find their darker shades look a little bit ashy. On your skin, they look.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I want to try it out because I normally use the Juvia's eyeshadow palettes. So I
Yeah,
said let me try the elf one today for me to see how it goes with me, if I like it or whatnot.
I have quite a yes. I have too many palettes for somebody that doesn't know how to do makeup.
I know I have so many others though, but I just find myself going to the Juvia's place because they're so pigmented and I like them, so I just use them. Yeah. Alrighty, let's get it right into it because sometimes you can find ourselves talking and we're not putting the action, and that's how it just goes over the time. So let me see if I can get my eyebrows going. So yes, guys, for the most part, Johna over here, she's a wife, she is a mother, she is a working person, she has her hobbies, and she's also somebody who loves to have fun. I always see in a fet in something. She loves to have fun. Yes. So
I am a mom that lives.
yes,
I live for my kids and for myself at the same time.
yes, and that I find so like astonishing. I really love the fact that you're able to balance it all, balance being a wife, balance being a mom. And she has how many kids? She has 3 kids. What are their names?
Shaquille is 6, Samuel is 5, and Daisy is 3.
Okay, she has like 3 kids, and I'm like so amazed. I used to babysit sometimes my sister-in-laws, well, my brother's kids, and she has 5, and I used to go mad. I used to literally go mad. I'm like, how do they do it? There's so many, and they're so young and active at that stage, you know. So you have to tell us about that. That's what we want to know today. How do you balance it all?
Okay. So I'll tell you a few things. For me, balance. There's so many reasons why it looks easy. Part of it is because I have I always say this, I have the most amazing supportive partner. I have a wonderful
Mhm.
husband who makes my work so much
Mhm.
easier by supporting me all the time. Uh,
Yeah.
I'm never doing it by myself, which is, I think, part of the reasons why you see that it looks so easy. The other part is
Mhm.
making sure that I always have time for myself. It doesn't matter. Sometimes you get so caught up in making sure that you're okay that you forget if you're not okay, your kids are not okay. So, you always have to take a little time out for your relationship, take time out for yourself. You know,
Right.
let somebody babysit, take yourself out for a nice dinner, or whatever it takes to make sure that you stay safe. You
Right.
do that, and that's where the balance comes from. If you're happy, 10 out of 10 kids are likely to be happy. So,
That's so true. I really love the fact that you mentioned that, because you have to mirror what you want for yourself, what you want them to be, how you want them to react, and all of that. And I just really admire you. Look on if I just said, her kids are so cute. Let me tell you, she have the most beautiful set of mixed kids in the world. I
oh,
just
that is
love
very modest.
it.
Very nice of you to say. Uh,
Yeah, they're so beautiful.
they
That's
they are
why.
they are beautiful kids, but it's more their personalities that make them beautiful to me.
Yeah, I don't want to be biased, but you see the one in the middle, the one that have the apple to my love his personality. I
Johnny,
just love him. I always call him Sam. He's Sam, right?
yes, that's Sam.
Okay, yes, that's my little favorite one. I like to see him. He always have a little apple and he eating and he's smiling. Yeah.
Always happy. He's a very sweet boy. He's also the calmest of all three. Very
Uh,
quiet and timid when he's,
mm.
unprovoked. Um, Also, the one that's gonna fight for everybody else. It's very hard
Girl,
to make up and talk.
girl, let me tell you, that's why I find myself being on here 2 hours, because you see, having to concentrate sometimes it's a lot.
And I already don't know how to do the brows, so I'm just trying to.
Yeah. Yeah, to me, he is actually the mysterious one. So I just like, I want to know more about him because he's mysterious. Yeah. I find the
Challenge
little
for
girl.
me. He's a challenge. He's the hardest to get to do things. Shaquille and Nate actually say, okay, we're trying Brussels sprouts today. And they game. Everyone's sort of like, Brussels sprouts? Really?
Right.
You're just gonna focus on Brussels sprouts today? What's the occasion? Why are we doing this? Do I have to do it? What if I
Mm-hmm.
don't like it? Do I still have to eat it? He's the one that does it to me. He's the one that's more challenging.
Oh, he's picky.
Yep.
Yeah, but that's amazing to see how like their personalities develop and they have so many like varying personalities.
Yes, they are. Kids are individuals, right? So they are all very different.
Yeah. I know the little Daisy, she's you always showing her on the camera. I guess because she's the only girl.
She's she's an
Yeah,
apple.
good
That's
to
all.
say.
Very. She's such a girly girl.
Yeah, that's good though.
She's
I
just
don't know. Like,
into Barbie's dream house. I don't know where it came from, but
mhm.
it's what it is right now. So makeup is fair game. We don't want our hair put up in a bun anymore. It's supposed to be down and flowing so she can, you know.
Yeah.
The
25,
product
20.
on my brow is from the Brow Box. Um, it's I have to admit, stuff that I have is a little bit pricey.
It's a little bit what?
My makeup in general is a little bit on the pricier side. Um,
Oh, okay.
I think this thing is like 60 US for the kit.
Ooh.
So it's really good. I've had it for almost 2
Yeah.
years now, but it's you have to shell a little coin for it.
Let me tell you, sometimes you have to pay for the quality that you want, you
Oh yeah.
know.
But if I was good at doing brows, I would do better, but I can't do it. I'm doing this just for the shoot.
Yeah.
I have to
Oh,
do some. It takes me to the price to get my brows done on a good day.
yeah.
So I have questions for you today. So you recently moved to the States. How are you liking that?
I beg your pardon?
I said you recently moved to the US, right?
Yeah.
How are you liking it? Is the transition being easy or
Um, to be quite honest, so so, so I would say. Like I really miss back home, but I'm loving the new adventure and experiences we've been in the US
yeah?
because it's different, right? But I love my culture back home. I love St. Lucia. Let's try to rep them. Eh? You see today I have some Lucian earrings.
All right.
Yeah, I really miss my sisters. I miss especially, well, yesterday my husband and I we got a Christmas tree and we started to put on lights and whatnot. I love that. I love that. I'm starting a new tradition with my husband and whatnot, but I really miss doing that with my sisters and my family back home because we used to go all out when
Wow.
it came to Christmas, and that's the time of year when we do the stuff. We kill the animals just like your uncle, which is my uncle, which is
Godfather?
yeah. All right. They do all this, and I just really miss that. So I don't know how I'm gonna really adjust this time around. But for
I
the most
remember my first Christmas away from home. It was
Mhm.
really good, because yeah, just like you get really into the business and then it's different. But I found things that I like there as well, like the
Yeah,
people on the ground. You grow up and you see with the pictures. You see
yeah,
Christmas by the fireplace, stockings on the mantle. So
yeah.
you have to pick the things that you like and work with it.
True. I used to say that while I there watching Hallmark movies left, right, and center these days, even if it have the same plot, but we always used to do that back
Oh
home,
my
just watch
gosh,
the
all
Hallmark
my movies are
movies.
in the same. They're all the same.
Yes. Yep. So I'm like that's the places. Like since I'm here right now, I'm like that's the places they do the movie. I know that place right now. This is what it is. This is how the houses look like. This is so
You,
it's
I,
just like yeah, yeah.
I
So it's
just watched.
exciting.
I just watched Gilmore Girls again.
Yeah,
Realized that one of the places, the entire Gilmore Girls, I
yeah.
live. I lived right next door to it. So
Uh-huh.
we used to go there on a Friday night for drinks and food. And I
You see
walked
that?
in streets not knowing that the show was shot there.
It was shot there, right? So it's so exciting to see that sometimes, even like when I pass on the Golden Gate Bridge and I see a movie or scene, and I'm like, yeah, I've been there. You know, it's exciting. Yeah. It's really exciting. That's what I love about traveling too, when I get to see things from the television that I used to just see as a child. It's amazing, yeah.
Yeah,
But
it's
there's no place like home. So I would definitely say I really miss it, but I'm loving the adventure and I'm trying to appreciate the moments as it goes, you know?
yeah.
I'm done with my eyebrows. Like I'm not doing too much with it today. Yeah.
Look at that. You look perfect already. Meanwhile, I struggle to make two looks the same. You gotta
That's
just pretend the brows look alright.
yeah. Sometimes when you finish everything and you bring it together, that's when it looks good. But yeah, you need to get probably a pencil like this and
I
shape it into the shape
pencil.
that
I
you
just don't know where it is, so I just.
oh yeah, that happens. Sometimes when you win the thing, you never really see it.
I have to show you what I'm working with. You need to see. This is makeup.
That's a makeup bag. Wow. That's
and
a
then
duffel. That's
I
a
also
duffel
got
bag of makeup.
with like palettes in it and stuff.
Wow.
And I've got a drawer down here and more bags and just shit all over. You can understand why I can't find anything.
Exactly. That's why for me, I always find myself like right now I'm there. I try to put my pencils on one side, my shadows and stuff on the other side. And it's like so when I get it just I can just go. But I have to take everything back and dump it inside of this makeup bag that I have. But yeah, my mom-in-law gave me this. I guess for Thanksgiving, she gave me this as well as this elf brush. So I will try to like a fluffy brush. So I'll try to use it. I'm doing this basic, maybe a smoky eye, nude neutral smoky eye look, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I love this palette, you know. It's a lovely palette for when you want to go out. You can just look, you know, finesse, but not too bright or whatnot.
I'm like I said, I'm not very good with makeup. So I like a very low key, very neutral look.
Hmm,
So
hmm.
I do what I call three shadows to go. And it's usually the same three shadows. It's a lighter brown under the brown bone, just a
Right,
transition, a darker brown in the
right.
crease, and a shimmer or a matte in the corner. That's it.
And
That's all. And lashes and go. Lashes tend to make everything look good.
that's so true. That's so true. Although all my lashes come out, my natural lashes come out because of lashes. So I try to tend to not put them these days. But yeah, I'm growing them back because trust me, when I don't have them, I look like a scarecrow. But yeah, I'm trying. Let me see what shade. This is my first time using this guy, so bear with me just in case this doesn't match. But the fun thing about makeup, you can make your own look and you can take it out if it doesn't work, you know?
Yeah.
That's what I love about it. Let me just get that eyeshadow that I used there. Okay, so yes, tell us, how do you balance mom life with work life? What do you do and how do you balance that?
Okay, so I don't know if anybody follows my page, but I am a self-taught baker.
Okay.
I've also recently started doing these media marketing for companies. Uh,
What you do? What?
Social media marketing.
Social media marketing? Okay.
So I also do, like creative content, creative design for content shoot pages. That's what I do. So planning the who will market it to, what goes into that, who's gonna see it, how we reach that audience, and then we turn
Okay.
that into content. So
Okay.
that's been fun. Um,
Yeah, that sounds like a fun job, you know.
Not as fun as baking. I love baking. That's
Yeah, because
my
that's your passion.
yeah. So um, you
I
know,
love makeup. I'm a self-taught makeup artist right here. And I love it, so I just go into it.
you know what? That's the key. When you find something you love,
Hmm.
you know what they say. If you find something you love, if you do what you love, then it's not work.
Right.
But that's not true.
You believe that's not true?
I'm here to tell you this bullshit.
What?
I've actually found that baking, because when I bake, I do it all the time. I've learned that I don't love it as much.
Hmm.
You don't have as much time and effort to put into what you're doing, your creative side. You're just sort of just doing it, and then at some point you sort of lose the energy and the passion that you started off with. You know?
Yeah. You know what I think? I think that when you're doing it and then you have sort of a pressure, like you have a client that is paying you, you're not doing it out of just being creative and just having fun with it,
That's
right?
right.
So that's what it is. So you go the extra mile and then it becomes work to you and you're like, you know, this is frustrating. I'm not getting it to the
Like,
A1 level that I want it to be. And yeah. But when you just there with your kids, you doing fun stuff, fun shape and whatnot, you like, you know what, I love this. Let's see how it
yeah,
comes out. Let's add another layer.
oh my God, that makes me so happy. Just just there, just make way for love, just,
Mhm.
nobody's telling me how to be,
Yeah,
how many hours
right.
to have. I started a business in Canada a few years ago about baking,
Mhm.
and boy, was it fun. Till it wasn't fun anymore.
Because it's more of a business now. I definitely get where you're coming from.
There's a pressure, you want to satisfy people, but you also don't want to lose your creative side.
Right.
It's not always about the money, but at the same time, you got to make sure you're getting your money's worth. It's time and effort.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I'm not satisfied with these girls.
So what time do you get to do all that, cook
I
and
ask that my friends ask me all the time, like, how the hell?
that's what I'm saying. When you have to dress the kids and they're frustrated, they this and cook. Oh my God.
My kids, honestly, I think how you raise your kids, not to say that I'm like an expert, do
Yeah.
clarify that sometimes people take that wrong. I'm not an expert at all, but
Mm.
I raised my kids for me and the world. That's how I like to think of it. So
Yeah.
I'm raising little people that are independent, that don't need me all the time. Little people that understand when I say, I
Right.
right now, and I have a couple hours, or can I have a few minutes so I can finish up? And I
Yeah.
do that. I raise some very obedient little people.
Oh, that's good.
Best part, for
It's
the
a really
best
good
part,
way.
they are quite obedient. And I always get that when they go over to the bus, they're like, your kids are so well mannered and so
That's really good. You can see you're a St. Lucian mom too.
right.
Mm,
Wait,
when
wait.
you talk, they have to hear
You
myself.
can't wait till shit's hitting a fan and then go, know, try to put
Mm,
regulations down. That doesn't work. You gotta start young. So I
yeah.
started my kids off very young. It's the same with their eating habits. A lot of people, how do you get your kids to eat vegetables? Like my kids will eat besides sandwich, sometimes a little bit. Um,
Mm,
they eat everything. Anything. They eat
yeah.
straight from the freezer. And it's
Uh-huh.
just starting very good eating habits from a young age.
Yeah.
Like
That's
my kids
good.
don't know sugar in the way that I knew sugar growing up. I had sugar in everything. My kids don't know.
Right.
They drink their tea with no sugar. Cinnamon
Really?
tea, cinnamon
Really?
tea, no sugar. Because they,
What?
they don't know it, right? They don't know.
Yeah, it's what
Raise them not
exactly.
knowing these things, they're fine. They grow up
Yeah.
and you,
Yeah.
you set them up with good habits. It's about, sometimes we wait, oh, they're too little. Never too little. They're never
Exactly.
too little.
You gotta train them from young. Let me tell you, this morning I tell you I was making something. Well, I stopped drinking milk because I realized I'm lactose intolerant. And sis, let me tell you, I just boo boo on me.
That's a tough one.
Not boo boo
If I
on me.
know that I couldn't eat
You
ice
know,
cream, right?
I realized after a certain time, I realized I'm lactose intolerant and I don't take milk well. So I have to kind of drink almond milk or something else because the fats will not come out good. Yes, it makes me go on. Let me tell you, it's not a good experience. So I try and drink lactose, um, um, well, almond milk, I would say. Yeah. So this morning I was making some tea. I said, I decided to make some tea and I put the almond milk and whatever. You know, the almond milk is less of a thick consistency. It doesn't have that taste. So I put cinnamon as well and whatnot. I just boil it as. Then I drink the thing. I say, Lord, you know what? I need some sugar. And it's because of that I've been raised on sugar. Everything I put sugar in it, and I'm really trying not to.
Even
But once you're addicted to the thing,
cereal in cereal. Like,
yeah.
what's wrong with us? What is wrong with us?
Yeah.
My skin just a little bit dry. I wash my face on camera.
Okay. I did wash mine. I did also put cream and primer already, which I might put another coat of it though, but I did already put that whilst we were waiting.
I didn't bother
Yeah.
putting primer because I was like, gonna take it off.
Yeah. I have to go someplace. Let me tell you. So, what really were your aspirations in life, though, before you were a mom and wife and all of that? Because I don't know if they know, but you got married young.
I did. I got married at 20.
Yeah.
I was quite young. Well, I was 26.
Right.
So I got married at 20. Had my first kid at 19. So, yeah, statistic.
Right, right.
Because I did not want to be a statistic. I was a statistic, but a planned one.
A
Shakira
planned
was
one.
very much planned.
Okay.
I met
That's cool.
so before my husband, I had aspirations of becoming a doctor or
Mm.
a marine biologist. But
Marine biologist.
yeah, but as it goes, with, these things cost a lot of money.
Exactly. Well, my aspirations are to be a dermatologist because I like skin beauty. I want to know the science behind it
Ooh.
because I also want to have my own cosmetic line and all of that.
Oh,
But let me tell you, the pricing I see is
with
not worth
rising
it.
with your stuff.
I think it's not worth it. I rather just go into my passions in the field and just spend so many years, 10 years. I might you see when I reach and maybe I'm mentally ready to do it, I might just
Yeah.
go out and just do it because the dream is in the action, believe it or not, you just gotta do it. And whether you like it or not, the year's going to pass. But I say all that money just for me to go and study, and it's not even guaranteed that I'm gonna get a job from it or whatnot. Like sometimes I just feel like the schooling system is taking even. Yeah,
Then you go, you get it, you get a job, and then you're basically paying student loans the entire
yeah, and you're so burdened and you cannot leave. And
get
I'm somebody I
out.
like to live too. I just like you. I like to live. I like to have fun. So I don't know, like the studying thing full time. I'm still thinking about it, and I'm like, I'm at a stage right now. I'm doing some soul searching. I'm like, let me just go into my passions right now. Like you said, sometimes when you working in your passions, you might not feel like you're working a day in your life.
Sometimes, yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Well, I know a lot
Mhm.
of people who worked in their passion felt like they're not working. It doesn't work the
Mhm.
same for everybody, though. Some people they get into it and it makes them hate what you
Yeah.
do.
That's so true. That's why they tell you have to really experience the working aspect of it. Don't just sit there and say, I want to be this, I want to be that. But when you actually get into the job and you see how much work it entails, then you say, this is for me or this is not for me.
I think
You
it's
know?
also important for people to know, like, money is a very important part, but money is not everything. Uh,
Yeah.
Working for money is important.
All
Knowing
right.
the value of money is more important. What's
Mm-hmm.
more important than that is with the value of your time. So,
Yeah.
it has to be a balance. Uh, Whatever you choose to do in life, wherever you choose to make money, or whatever passion you have that you're going to pursue,
Mm-hmm.
does it work with your dreams on both fronts? Becoming a marine biologist would have probably been great. Would I have gotten the job? Probably not. But I don't regret it because I would not have had the beautiful life that I have right now.
Of course.
For
Of
that,
course.
I am quite grateful.
Of
Um,
course. I feel sometimes in as much as we plan our life, we just need to go with the flow and the blessings that God gave us.
that's right.
Let me tell you. Like I said, I want a child, though, but I feel like I'm not ready for it. So I don't know.
And if you're not ready for it, don't,
because
because it doesn't get
it's a
easier.
lot of work.
Doesn't get easier. So if you're not ready for it, don't have one. Take your time.
Mhm.
The feeling is right there. When I was ready to have my first, I remember having a conversation with a friend of mine who said,
You remember having what?
I had a conversation with a friend about the feeling you need to start a family. And she's like, you're so young, your partner, who at the time I was only dating for a year, and we were talking about big dreams.
Mhm.
I said, I can sit and I can wait, but I just know something about what we have right now. When you have something, you just know fucking doesn't get easier. It's like if it gets better than this, I die. I just and you just know, like if this is
Yeah.
it, and
Yeah.
I had that.
Let me
Even
tell you,
though
you
I
know
was
it.
young, I was very young, but you it,
You
guys.
were mature enough to
I
identify.
know,
Yeah.
I was mature enough to recognize that
Yeah.
what was going on, the feeling, the
Mhm.
respect we had for each other
Yeah.
was so important, and it was so big, bigger than anything that I'd ever experienced.
Right.
You,
Yeah.
if it didn't work out, it would have been worth a shot. The
Yeah.
other important thing was I
Like they
knew
said, risk.
progress.
It's better to risk love than to do nothing at all. You know.
The other thing I always say to young people, I say to young people now,
Mm.
if you're in a
For
relationship
sure.
with somebody and that person is not going to be a good dad, why waste the time?
The person is not going to be what?
A good dad or a good mom. Ask
Yeah.
the person that I'm dating now, if we were to have a baby, because 9 times out
Would
of
you
10,
know that? Would
would
you know whether they're going to be a good dad or not if you haven't seen them in the action?
you know a lot about a person based on how they react in certain situations.
How they are around kids and all of that.
You know, like I know with people and friends that you see those kids, or you get at the way they speak, the way they
Yeah.
feel, you know that okay, this is somebody who can raise
Mhm.
a child in a good and happy environment, and that's a very important thing to ask yourself when you're dating. If me and
You're so
you
right.
don't work out, will you take care of your child? If me and you, if this doesn't go anywhere. And that
Right.
was the one question I had when my husband and I, then boyfriend,
You're dating.
were talking about a
Yeah.
family. He
Yeah.
said, well, I know you're a good mom regardless of whether our relationship. And I had the same feeling about him.
Thinking about it. Let me
So
tell you,
knowing that no matter what, the
yeah.
kid was fine, I was like, you know what? I'm ready. I'm ready to do that.
Hmm.
And we had a
That's good. And it's so important to have these conversations with your partner as well because some people go into it and they never plan, they never talk about it. And when they reach in situations, they wait until a situation happen for them to know, for example, if it doesn't work out, what is going to happen? Are we going to co-parent? Are we going to do this? To me, all of these things you have to talk about, you know. But
do.
for me personally, like you and I both share some common place because your husband is older than you and my husband is older than me. So he has that experience already. My
My
husband has kids
20
already.
years older than me.
Yeah, and my husband has kids already. So
Doesn't
I'm
look like
sitting.
he's not ready.
What's that?
I said he doesn't look like it. He's not wrinkled.
Yeah,
He's 20
yeah.
years
He look,
older
yeah.
than me.
My husband look good for his age. When he told me, when he told me that, I say,
So
yeah,
here's a little fun fact. I didn't
yeah.
know my husband's age until after I was pregnant. So
Uh-huh.
in talking about all the conversations that people have, I forgot to have the most important conversation.
That wasn't important, let me tell you.
No,
It wasn't. It
like
wasn't.
it was never important. Like we were just
Yeah.
comfortable around each other. Age never mattered. It,
Yeah.
it
For
was
me, I ask my husband very early on. I tell him be honest with me about everything, and if I want to stay in that relationship or not, whatnot, that is my choice at the end of the day. So I asked him and whatnot. You know, I was still dating. I asked him whether he had kids. He told me yes, he does. So right now, like even his daughter came for Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving was on Thursday. And you can see how he cares about his children and whatnot. For example, yesterday we had to drop the child on the airport and she's only 15 and he is going in and out of the airport. He leave the airport, make rounds. I tell you, and he come back making sure. And somebody like that, you can tell you don't have to tell him whatever. But even if I tell him, baby, now, let me just settle down, whatever, enjoy our marriage, whatever, before we, dive into kids because kids take a lot of time and attention. He's he's open to that. He's agreeing, he's understanding of that. So that's somebody I'm like, I'm so
wow.
thankful.
That's
Yeah,
important. I
yeah,
have
I'm so thankful that I do.
using.
Yeah, I'm actually mixing between these two
I
palettes
try
right
to figure
now.
out which angle I should look at it. Okay. I see.
Which one?
This is from Seattle, London. Again, another
Okay.
really expensive. Maybe I should use something that's not as pricey.
Uh-huh. She's based where? In Canada?
Whom? This no, this is a London-based.
Oh, London. Okay.
They make good makeup.
Mm-hmm. There's one I like from London. I just cannot remember the name right now. Um, it will come to me.
A
Yeah,
lot
but
of my palettes I get from subscription boxes.
Louise.
Charm.
Yeah. Louise, you've ever heard of that
Oh,
one?
Louise.
Yeah, I wanna try that one. Those really
Eyeshadow
good.
bases are out of this world.
Good. Mm-hmm. I think I wanna invest in them.
They have
Yeah.
really, really good stuff. Really, really pricey. Really good.
Mm-hmm.
Here I go with my free eyeshadow thing. Round,
Yeah. I'm trying to
round,
do it.
round.
I'm trying to do it as basic and nude that you. So I use like a lighter shade in my crease here. I'm going in with a darker brown, and I'm going with a really dark brown in the edge, and I'm gonna blend it after. Yeah, very nude. I'm sticking to your type of makeup.
Very neutral for me.
Yeah. So it's so important to discuss these things with your partner and husband. And I think that it just makes everything feel much better.
Yeah,
Relationship.
truth. In our house, we have a thing. My husband's always been very big on communication. So
Hmm.
it doesn't matter how upset you are, how
Yeah.
what it is, if it's a situation that maybe I'm embarrassed about and I feel like I can't, it's
Right.
a little embarrassing. Whatever we talk about, it's in the moment. Get it out.
Mm.
How did that make you feel? Okay, so my intention was not to make you feel that. I was trying to tell you that this is what I thought. And then when you sit and you listen, you when you sit and you
Oh,
listen,
you declare, hey, moi oui, ve.
right? It makes it a lot easier to communicate in the future.
Yeah.
You learn about the person. You learn
Hi.
that your sisters are here to cast.
I just want to say hi, beautiful ladies. Thank you for joining. Thank you, Join. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, my husband, thankfully he likes to travel like me. So I'm happy as well that I got somebody that is equally yoked with me in spite of our age differences, like our level of maturity. I think, like you said, women mature younger than men. My husband probably took a long time. He was never married before anything. And then when he saw me, he was like, that's my wife. And I'm like, I don't believe in love at first sight. You have to show me. But he did. He did show
Wow!
me.
Wow!
Yeah.
I don't really love it
Yeah.
That's
Um, that
nice.
was a great conversation. He did show me he would travel. Imagine before I went for a breakup. So whilst I was living that relationship and whatnot, my husband, I met him at a first communion party, and he's like, that's my, tell all his family and relatives that, and his friends. So I'm like, he come and introduce himself like a boss. I'm like, talk to the head. So I was actually pushing him back at first. But yeah, eventually when he pursued. He's like, at the time I was teaching, he's like, a teacher's gotta eat and whatnot. So I'm saying, okay, let me go out to dinner and whatnot with him. So that's how it went about. And when he's like, I think that first date, that's when I really fell in love. On
So
that first date.
we have a very
Yeah.
similar story because
Yeah.
on a night in June, I was in a bar drinking, good time. I like
Mm.
that.
Yeah.
One of those good nights where I was having so much fun, I missed my
Yeah.
ride home. So,
Oh my.
so I
Oh my.
was trying to scout a ride to get home.
Yeah.
I live in the country, and we were in town. So
Yeah.
I approached him for the ride. He said, "Well, I can drive. I don't have a car. I don't have a car to give you a ride." So
Mm.
of course, you give it to me. You're going to sit and talk with the ride.
Mm.
Fine.
Yeah.
We had a good chat, and then it turned out he was an interesting person. He was saying
Mm.
building boats, and he lived. I didn't know how adventurous, but when we spoke, I
Mm.
could tell that he's lived a life of adventure. So
Yeah.
it was quite interesting to talk to him. So I gave him a fake phone number when I was leaving the car.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, you know that trick you do when somebody gives you a ride home, but you don't want to know where you live, so you walk a few houses down so they don't know
Right.
the rest.
Mm-hmm.
Lucky for me at the time, I bartended at the karaoke bar, and a few months later, he came and
A
he
few, a few months later, what?
times. Pardon?
A few months later, what happened?
He tracked me down at a karaoke bar where I was working,
Oh, okay.
and he invited me out for lunch, and I said no, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But I said, but then I gave him my real number. I said, you know what? Why don't you give me a call? And then he called me, and ironically, at the time I was in church with my mom, and
Mm-hmm.
I have had I don't know how to say that, a very fast, very grew up really fast.
Yeah.
So
Mm.
I was at a point where I really just wanted to take my life slowly, and
Slower.
I don't
Yeah.
want to be in a rush to live, and I don't want to be one of those people who, by the time they get to a certain age, into the old people who have bad labels. So
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
wanted to scale it back and take things slow and start
Yeah.
focusing on the dreams that I want for myself.
Yeah. That was me. I think after I went through that breakup, I said, I don't want money.
You know, it's always a break.
Myself. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes. And it's like, yeah, sometimes these things are necessary to happen to you because now you really um focus on yourself and you focus on the things that are good for you instead of anything and everything that come at you. You are very vigilant, sorry, and you observant of the things that come towards you, and you gravitate towards the things that are good for you because right now you're on a different journey, you know?
agreed. I was taking my time. It was a bad breakup. I thought I was in love to
Yeah,
love.
yeah, that's
And
exactly what
I
happened.
was taking a break. And so he invited me out for lunch. I was at church. And I was like, "Can you pray on that real quick?" I never prayed on it. And I
Mhm.
said to my mom, I took my mom for lunch. Something I would have never done. And she was like, "Oh, have some fun." And so I went,
Mhm.
and that was my first date. And the energy on that first date, I said to myself, I
Yeah.
am marrying you one day. I don't know when, I don't know how, but I
Oh.
that one I knew. Um,
Hmm.
our relationship just progressed.
She says she can help. She can hear me clearly, but Jonah not so much. Maybe something to do with the volumes. There's
Oh,
an echo. Okay, I will try to put my mic off when I'll try to put it on mute when you're speaking. Yeah.
hi Dora. Um, is that better? Maybe it's because I'm in my bathroom. There's a horrible echo in the bathroom. But now I can't hear you.
Oh yes, because I muted my mic. I hate to do that because sometimes I forget. He said, "Hi, baby." Yes, it is. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Tadora. Thank you for mentioning that.
Whew. And that's the extent of my eye look. And now I got some recycled lashes somewhere.
I hate to put lashes on camera because I feel like that's the hardest thing for me to do.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
But how is it been a while? Because sometimes people look at you, they look at me and think we just have a smooth sailing journey. Did you ever go through like ups and downs in your relationship and stuff like that?
Listen, you go through ups and downs when you're in a relationship with yourself.
I
So
know.
being honest is no walk in the park. Obviously,
Exactly.
a person who has
Yeah.
and is you know,
I'm trying to join my lashes. Yeah. because like you have to really get to know yourself. You have to get to know your partner, what they like, but have to adjust, especially when you come in with like different cultures. He's original from Canada, you're from St. Lucian. The blending of the cultures and all of that, trust me,
The other
it's beautiful.
part of that is I am a woman. He is a man. That alone is enough cause for arguments
Yeah,
because
and then we're
men
and
feel
we're very, yeah, we're very, I would say we're very stubborn people. We have very strong personalities, so that alone can cause friction in a relationship.
and
Yeah.
as I'm concerned, I'm always like, well,
Exactly. Exactly.
I am
Yeah.
always
Let me
right.
get this lash. I am putting I'm actually putting two lashes together just to make it a little bit thicker. I'm
Me,
using from Kiss
my lash.
eyelashes. Yeah.
I am trying to find my lash.
Let me see how well it comes out.
Due to the bathroom,
Just try to stick mine because
I have too many things.
mhm, I know that feeling. And when you want it, you can't get it at all.
I just saw the stupid thing. It's missing.
Just trying to double mine because mine it's a little bit too thin. I don't like it. Yes, I'm putting the glue on there. Where's my camera? Yeah.
This is something else.
This-
I just okay.
You just got a new set of lashes?
I just bought a set of lashes for the glue that was in it,
Oh,
and now I can't find. I can find the lashes, but I can't find the glue.
oh, oh.
I might go lashes.
You might just go lashless.
You know what? Go to the old school. Just tonight. I'll use
Mm,
some bond glue.
yeah,
I know it's
that
not.
actually works really well though.
I know it's not good for you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know what? Desperate times call.
Of course, for desperate measures, you have to know what to do to improvise.
Thank God I still.
Okay, so let's go more into the aspect of like your interracial relationship. Have you ever gotten like backlash because of that and
Yeah.
all of that? Because you're a black woman, he's a white man. How has that experience been?
Yeah, I got it a lot down here.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Um,
I know.
it's quite a bit of ignorance, and I never took it to bother me because I know it was out of ignorance. But
Yeah.
I would like to have kids, like
Yeah, and you cannot allow these things to just deter you from your relationship and whatnot. Because let me tell you, I was getting it, but I had to like block out all the noise from my relationship and focus on myself and not the opinions of even my family members.
oh yeah,
It
agree,
is good.
agreed. I got
Yeah,
a lot of backlash, and then whew, when I got pregnant. All
yeah.
there was about me.
Oh my.
I was like,
People said that.
yeah, but I was
Oh,
expecting. It wasn't a surprise.
wow. That's
People
crazy.
find the worst thing.
Hmm.
Doing a positive, they tend to give you a negative.
Exactly. Yep.
Bothered by it, and honestly, I couldn't
Hmm.
even know. So at the end of the day, it didn't not as much.
Yeah.
I knew
So
I
did you just come to a point and you tell yourself, you know what, I'm not going to bother with what people say? Or was it something that you had to go through like therapy or whatnot
no,
to,
no.
to
Actually, I've had worse. Like
yeah.
some little backlash about. You know what I think is when you know something is not true, it doesn't matter
Yeah.
what
You,
any
you're not even busting your head on it. Yeah. Okay.
like. There's no there was no doubt. There was
Substance.
no
Yeah.
nothing. So I would it didn't bother me at all.
Yeah.
It just
But people, I know
realized,
people who let these things like um break them, like they let that get to their head and whatnot.
and
I
that's
think,
what we forget sometimes. Our mental capacities as human beings are different.
yeah.
What I can carry on my shoulders will not be what you can carry. And that's why it's so important you need to realize everybody's
Mute my
struggling.
uh-huh. I put a drop on my stuff first and then I added it on.
That I'm doing that.
It's hard.
I have to be totally honest. I've been drinking. I've been
You've been drinking on your way home.
well, my husband was driving, so I was good. And my friend's daughter had dated,
Mm-hmm.
so I went down there,
Okay.
and you know how that is when you go downstairs, everybody's shoving a big in your hand.
Mm. Look, I mix my lashes now. I might have to do another one. I had already had one set up, and now I have to do another one because I'm not seeing the match. Yeah. So, what advice would you give to someone who's looking to have kids and be a mom or whatnot? What
Uh,
advice would you give to them?
Make sure you're ready. I mean, it's funny for me, like the people who aren't prepared to be a mom, I tend to relate to more because even though I planned my kids, it was still a shock. That very first pregnancy, I was still quite young. I still, all of a sudden, the day you see that test result and you find out you're pregnant, it's like, what the fuck did I just do? Did I just end my life? Like this is where it stops, and it's not true. It doesn't stop there. It
Yeah.
doesn't stop.
I always say that life is a journey, and some people tell, like young persons, like when they have a child, they tend to give up and it's only about the child. But no, life is a journey. And like you, I like you as the epitome of the person to show persons how they can balance life. Because look, you work, you have your hobbies, which you're turning into your business of cake making and all of that. And you also balance your mom life. You need to be able to just balance the fact that you're a mom. Yes, you're gonna give your children some time, but you also have to have some time for yourself and what you want to do.
And you know what? I would be a hypocrite. I would be a big ass hypocrite. I learn from the people around me because I have some truly amazing women in my circle, like Tedora, who was, I don't know if she's still here, but she was on the call, who had her daughter at quite a young age. And every time I look at her and the relationship she has with her daughter, you learn something from the people around you. And I think it's very important for young women and girls to know too that if the circle around you doesn't inspire you to do better or to want more or to try harder, then you're not in the right circle. And it doesn't mean that you're vexed with people or you've made bad decisions or whatever. It just means that it's time for you to level up a little bit more. You've reached the peak. It's very important to realize when you've reached the peak on a level. My husband calls them the 7 levels of enlightenment. Each level you get to is the sort of a star you
Mm,
climb to the next one. And
yeah.
people around you that you learn from them, they push you yourself
Mhm.
to do better, to want.
Mhm.
I'm just
So
I'm
since
good
you
like
happen to reach on that topic, Have you ever like outgrown friends or been in a situation where you just feel like you're growing apart and stuff like that?
Oh yeah,
Not
all
necessarily that there's too much like a drama, but you just feel like you're just growing apart because of married life, mom life. You're no longer able to go out and party with them or whatever, spend time with them. Tell us about that.
of course. When I started, when I first got into my relationship, I didn't really go out as much because all of us, you travel to us on island, and so you know,
Yeah,
I didn't want to go out because I didn't have a home. I felt uncomfortable going out with people. I have to go out, guys, and I was so committed to our non-relationship that I was very uncomfortable going out, and I became very withdrawn in that sense. And so I think in my friend's mind at the time, I started feeling as if I was too good for them, but it wasn't that.
yeah,
It wasn't
yeah,
that. It was just that I didn't relate to the same way anymore. Just it wasn't what I
mm,
wanted anymore. In fact, I think it just had
yeah,
it was just the place where I was in my life.
yeah,
It wasn't the same Johna from 3 months ago.
yeah,
And so yeah, I have outgrown lots of friends. Even now, as I grow, I am still out, but it's okay. It doesn't bother me anymore
yeah.
because that's the circle of life. People come in your life, and sometimes you lose great ones, but then you gain greater ones. So
I feel like right now I'm going through like I don't know, I would say like a breakup with one of my close friends. She may be listening and hearing it right now, but let me tell you, I take it hard because I feel like the demands of the relationship I cannot fulfill that friendship because I don't know, I cannot describe it. I feel like I'm on a different switch in my life right now on my route, and I don't know, like she made a statement to me and it's like the that was a trigger to me, and I feel like I'm married and we're on a different path and I don't know how to like we I don't know, like I feel like I just growing apart, but maybe we'll come back close together and whatnot, but it's very hard for me right now, and it was literally feeling like a breakup. Let me tell you, sis, all my heart and chest and back was hurting me. I
right,
cannot breathe too hard because I feeling like I going through a breakup right now. Yeah, like we just I don't know, like we were once a tree, that we were the stem of the tree, and now we're like the branches of the tree leading to the source, which is the sun. And it's not that we're bad or any of our paths are different, or I don't know, like I don't know if they
I think it's very
yeah.
natural for that to happen. Like you really where she is, and
Hmm.
so and also this is
It might also what?
does your friend live in Saint Lucia?
Well, she was, but she just moved. She moved to Barbados. She might be
Well,
listening to this.
you know,
Yeah. I just feeling like I don't know, like we just growing apart. And I don't too like I don't want to be saying it one day because she probably listening. But yeah. And it's just like yeah, I have to do a lot of soul searching and see like
the
what
most
it is.
important thing you can do in life is to accept your own and if something doesn't feel right for you, even if it hurts, but if you know it's the better path for you in the long, I don't know what's going on between you, but I have friends that I have had for years, long relationships, long-standing relationships, and you know what? Uh, at first it hurts, but eventually you realize, like, this was a mistake. There's a problem with you. You're not a good friend, and there's a problem with you. If you're growing as an individual, growth, right? So
Yes.
up.
When
And
you
if
first
all the people growing up with you, then all the people feel like you're
my
fine here. You move to a new country, you have, you know, someone else in your place. And sometimes we care how it is. anything. They expect too much of us. I once said to somebody, I got kids, man. I ain't got time to sit around on the phone chatting with you 24/7 about fuck what, like what. And if our friendship is based off of me giving you my time that I can get to spend with somebody else, then you don't have to.
Yeah. Like you have husband, you have to cook lunch, breakfast, dinner, all type of things, feed them and do stuff. You're trying to figure out your life. And yeah, I feel like I don't know. I can't be talking to friends every day. And for maybe she feels like I need to talk to her more often and whatnot. And I feel like right now I don't have time for that.
That
Yeah.
sounds very immature. That sounds very immature.
Okay. Yeah. And I communicated that to her and I was feeling so bad. Let me tell you, my hele.
Bro,
My hele.
that's the problem with you. You feel bad about putting people in their.
What's that?
You should never feel bad about telling somebody what works for you.
Yeah, and I'm trying to be transparent about it. Yeah, and I just like Connie for us, maybe you're trying to just please everyone, but I like it's very hard, you know? It's very hard, like when you have a long-standing relationship and all of that, because it's like 12 years plus. She probably saying maybe I feel like I'm in a better position right now, so that's why I want to drop her. But no, I just feel like I just outgrowing the relationship and all of that. Hi, Eva. Welcome. What's that story that happened with your lashes there? Mine don't want to see it, but you'll have to stay like that.
Listen, my stay on. I don't know what's going on tonight. And I lost one. At this point,
I'll have to put some glue on my eye just to make it stick right where I want it. You in my background music?
yes, I love it.
I think my husband that played that downstairs there. I already primed my face.
I put a liner last.
I think I still put two different lashes on top of that. But can you put wait? See? Yeah, it will have to stay.
I'm pulling out makeup.
Beg your pardon?
I'm pulling makeup out of boxes still.
You look at that. Me, imagine today, this morning, I had to be taking out some of them out of the boxes because it's always just like these ones, the ones my mother-in-law gives me. I had to be taking out them from the boxes. Oh, my stuff almost done. That
Brushes.
foundation, I've been using that for quite a while. It's the Revlon Color Stay. Really goes well with my complexion, I must say. So I've been abusing it. But it's finally done, so I guess I have to go to a beauty supply store and replenish it.
I said I wasn't gonna.
Yeah. February. Let me see. I wrote a few questions down for you. So if you see me looking, I just trying to scan whether we spoke about that or not. Yeah.
I don't know. How does your comment section work? Leave a comment down if you want to ask.
Beg your pardon, I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, I didn't say anything. Any comments? Leave them in the comment section. Any questions?
Yes, talk to us, guys.
I'm gonna use this as for
So apart from baking, what are your other hobbies? Do you have any other hobbies apart from baking and stuff like that?
a book with a glass of.
I love a glass of red wine. I think it keeps me sane as well.
Funny enough, I only just started drinking red wine. I'm a white wine kind of girl.
Okay. I'm a red, well, either or. I'm a wine girl. Yes, I see a question that's very interesting to me. Um, what does self-care look like for you?
Ooh, self care. Funny enough, favorite thing, self care for me looks like a multitude of things. From um, date nights with my husband, even though it includes him, getting good time with him makes me feel good. So, setting up a little date night and going out and doing our own thing, pretending we don't have kids, maybe have sex in the back of the car type of thing. That's, self care. I also,
Love it.
I also really love bath time. So, reading books that about empowering women and takes you on a spiritual journey, finding yourself, that sort of thing. Exercise in my living room. The gym is intimidating to me, so
Really? Why?
because I don't know how to use half the stuff in there, and I'm always
So you rather just do it at home?
I just do my squats and my stuff. Uh,
Mm,
just taking care of myself is
yeah.
important. Getting time with the kids, having a good road chat with my friends, and out,
Mm,
feeding yourself good energy, positive energy. Yeah.
yeah, awesome. For me, yeah, I like to exercise. I love to read personal development books. Currently I'm on a journey of listening to audible books because sometimes it would take me 2 weeks. I'm a slow reader. It would take me 2 weeks to read a book of 100 pages because I have to do this, do that, do that. So I just listen to the books and I find me listening to more books. So right now I listen to professional development books. Um, I love to cook. These days I love to learn new recipes. So I spend that time while I cooking for my husband. I enjoy it. So maybe whilst I want to participate in Vlogmas. We'll talk about that in a little bit if you wanna. Yeah, so maybe that's something I might be doing. So I'm just enjoying the journey. I love warm, hot, long showers, just like steaming showers. So sometimes you find me 30 minutes in the shower, just allowing the steam of the shower to get over me.
Or you can put some eucalyptus or lavender on the bottom of the stuff in the shower and then
Yes.
you up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that takes away a long day.
I also have a diffuser in my room as well. So it has eucalyptus oil, orange. You have the orange grade of essential, all of the essential oils. I have them there. So I really love to do that as well. Just for me to just whilst I'm meditating, you know, cleanse my mind. Yeah, so I love to meditate as well. I love to journal. And these are things that I do to help me because I realized that when I moved, there was so much happening for me within this year, last year, and this year. And it also just put a whole like mental stress on me. Like I was even going through depression, moving from my family and doing everything. I was going through depression legit. And I had to just like change my whole diet and everything. Like I was just putting on weight, eating anything and everything because I mean, I just had to put structure back into my life and into myself. And even being here on this platform as well, it was one of the ways that I was able to have my little me time with whoever I'm speaking to. It's just fun doing makeup because I love makeup. And because of Corona, we could really go out to fancy
Yeah,
dinners or even wear makeup and whatnot. So Tiffy started to tola lemon. Yes,
I
so
understand that.
I had to find, yeah, I'm blending. Come if tell me blend before dry. I had to find a creative way to just,
Before it dries.
yeah. Let me blend because I don't like it too white for
I
real.
want it to dry a little bit to help it
A
grow.
little bit, yeah.
If it's too dry,
If it's too dry, it comes out too white, yeah.
I use this Dose of Colors concealer.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those formulas where you don't have to wait for it to dry. Like it's so thick, like it just gives you a nice glow.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not very good at makeup, so I like to use things that
I
make you
actually love, like, I'm using this bronzer. It's a LA Girl Velvet bronzer. I love this. It's just so smooth on my skin. I say I have to get a concealer in it so I could just like use it because the cream one, I have to wait for it to dry. I have to wait for it to be the certain consistency that I want it to be and then go into it. Although
so
the finish is not bad though, but
conceal. You conceal here, here, and you
what's that?
do. So every time you do it, and everybody does it differently. So I'm trying to look at yours. So you hit here, your teeth.
Yeah, my T zone, my chin. And I also let me see do it here, like just a little above my what side? A little above my jawline. Yes, but I'll still go back on bronze below here as well, and bronze hair, bronze all the areas around it, so that I could just snatch everything together.
When I
Yeah,
get to that stage, I can do it. But now, I just conceal my,
yeah,
but I have really good skin. I get
yeah,
away.
you do, you do. So
So
I
I
try to,
conceal just here. I used to do my forehead. I don't do it anymore because I have a big forehead and I don't need more.
just you can just do a little V here
I
to
just,
so you're kind of shrinking it when you're doing that, and you yeah, and you can hide
and I,
more. hmm You gotta know your face. So for me, I don't really have a big forehead, so I kind of bring it out. But since you say you have a big forehead, just do it a little bit and bring the if you contour if you contour it a little bit lower, like bring it here, so that it would just make your forehead look shorter.
yeah, and
Yeah.
I'm contour and all that. Okay. And anyway,
You don't do it.
I do just a little bit of my cheekbone,
Mm, okay.
but I don't do too much. Like I don't bake the amount of powder. I don't bake.
hmm
I pat it into my immediately.
Okay. Sometimes I do, but not all the time. It depends on my look. So I just go all around my face, bring that in here. Yeah, my nose, my jawline. I just make it everything look straight. So I just snatch that face, girl. Yeah.
Wow. I know I'm not the only one that uses an eyeshadow contour.
What's that?
I'm sure I'm not the only person that uses eyeshadow to contour.
Girl, that's when you have fancy formalities to go to. Everyday working persons, working moms, I don't see them doing it. Trust me, because sometimes I take a whole hour, 2 hours to do that. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yes, I saw you post something on Instagram as it came to me. You posted, you see, the thing is, I want to be a Christian and a thug. Do you think that there's a balance between being a thug, being a Christian? So talk to us about that.
Let me tell you, that is that's one of my struggles daily. I want to be a good woman. I want people to know that I love the Lord and I believe in Christ as my Lord and Savior and all the good things about being Christian. But at the same time, I also want to be able to be at a party and drop it low and do what I need to and drink my alcohol and do whatever the fuck I want to do at the same time. So um, I think Christianity or being Christian or just life in general is your perspective. It's up to you.
Yeah.
What are you comfortable with? I'm comfortable with. I go to church every other Sunday. I go to church in town, and I'm only down in every other Sunday, every other weekend. I go
Mm-hmm.
to church every other Sunday. And that I'm not in church. We with my kids having a blast. We pray, we do everything together. My kids pray every night. I teach them about the Lord. They don't know Christmas and Santa as the birth of Christ.
Mm-hmm.
I do my best,
Yeah.
but at the same time, I'm like, you know, if it makes you happy, if I want to be on the streets at Carnival having a good time, does it mean that I don't love the Lord just because I'm there? Like,
Yeah.
I think God knows my heart. That's an important part, you know. So,
Yeah. Let me tell you, I can resonate with you so much because I'm a highly intuitive and spiritual person. I go to church every Sunday, but I was getting a backlash for it too because I was teaching and then I was into pageantry and I was modeling
yeah,
all of that
like,
in church and people telling me, you teaching and you do and you're on the road jumping carnival, you're modeling, you're doing this, you're doing that. So I'm like, I was trying to really figure out who I should be, what I should do, who I should please. And there was a point in time I'm like, you know what, let me just do whatever the F I want to do because at the end of the day, I need to make me happy. I need to stop pleasing my mother, my father, my sister, my brother, and do what resonates with my soul and what makes me happy. Even in my relationship too, what makes me happy.
at the
Yeah,
end of the day, it is your life. Your life.
yeah.
When you get called uh, for judgment,
Mm-hmm.
judging two people, judging you
Amen. Mm-hmm.
that he gave you. Did you live it to the fullest? Did you give everything that you had? Did you take care of the sick, the needy, the people who are in need? Did you do? And then what fun too? You know,
Yep.
it was a struggle for me because I was always taught that you cannot have both. My mom is very, very Catholic. I was very deep in the church, all of that. And it's not that I still go to a Catholic church, but I also think if a religion is not able to recognize the weaknesses within that religion, then why do I follow you? So I go more for what the church symbolizes or represents more than what they believe. So I go because I like the idea of having a specific place that is only for the Lord, only for my faith, only for what it symbolizes that to me. I don't go for the ritual, I don't go for the priest, I don't go for the people or the sacraments or any of that. I don't necessarily,
Preach it. Hallelujah.
yeah, I
Funny if I said, Jonah, your energy is everything. Yeah, I love it too.
think
I love it. And I find like just speaking to her, like we have a lot of stuff in common. Yeah. Before me, I believe God is in my heart. As long as I'm giving back to others and I am doing what I'm supposed to do, I'm a good person. I don't feel I need to go to church and because that's why you get in all the corruption. These people that want to feel like me, I was like that's what that's just what
you know
yeah.
I understand what a lot of people go to church for, and I can resonate with that. But
Man.
at the same time, I'm not going to church for what the church is telling me I should be there for.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not down with that shit. Meanwhile,
Yeah. And
ripping,
like you said,
ripping little boys are accepted in public eye. And I
ex-
don't go to the church. I go to that specific church because
mm,
I grew up there. It's familiar. I love
ex-
the mural on the wall.
mm,
I don't go
I
for
love that church.
or
Yeah.
go for the people or what they represent.
Yeah. That's where my mom got married. I love that church.
It's a beautiful church.
Yeah. My mom got married at
No,
19 though.
who's allowed to have a black Jesus? I don't think the black people will be have a black Jesus.
Hmm. But the same thing with me. I love my Catholic church because that's where I grew up. That's what I knew. I was even in the choir too at my church. And I always said when I got married, I'm getting married in that church. And nobody can prevent that because some of them want to pretend like their life better than yours and you're not supposed to get married in that church. I say, who say I'm getting married in that church? And that's where I got married. Yes. Um
I remember when I got pregnant with Shaquille, I felt the scrutiny because I
yeah.
was quite young and whatever. And then even 2 days before my wedding, my girlfriend visited me and she was like, young, you're married. What the fuck? I'm
Eh?
grown. I have a kid already. At this point, there's no leg, you know?
You're, you're an adult already.
I'm making this of clearly spreading my legs.
Eh? And you might exactly you're in it already, so
I'm
why
like,
not
my mom couldn't
get
stop wedding.
married?
She can stop a wedding.
Oh my God, pencil go.
To be honest, I'm very grateful for my mom.
Yeah, me too.
Even
Yeah.
when I told her she should have given up on me, she was still there, backing my ass,
One
defending.
thing, one thing about mothers, I can say the same thing because my mom is from Fosse Jack, just like your mother. One thing, mother of sorrow, that's their name, eh? They will always be there. In spite whatever you do, they will always be there. And that's what a mom should do. And the same trait, you will take it to your children, you know?
My mom used to warn me and tell me, if it happens in public, I'm not going to shame you in public. I'm going to tell you, you're wrong.
Conifa asked a question. She said, do you think that the Catholic rituals take you through your journey?
I
Like
don't
the
participate.
rosary,
I
etc.
personally don't participate in. So I'll say something that's very controversial.
Yeah.
I
I don't know when last I've done that.
I don't think that if you're a Catholic, a devout Catholic, or a very Christian person who reads the
Yeah.
Bible and believes it, you will hate what I'm about to say. I'm not blaspheming. I don't think the Bible as literally as everybody else does. In my way. So, I mean,
Yeah.
all of these things, like with the Catholic religion, the rituals, that sort of thing, I don't see that as mandatory as a Christian. Like, I don't. Now, I don't necessarily believe that still churches talk. Like, all of these churches, all religion to me, is a toy to make money, sell something, or get people to follow. So I don't personally necessarily accept Buddhism that I think is
Yeah.
for the
Yeah. I agree. I don't take it as a this black and white manuscript where I should just follow. That is not me. Like my friend was telling me today, I have a mind of my own. One thing about me, sometimes you'll tell me, Keisha, that's not good to do, huh? And I will still go because that's what I want to do. Yeah.
yeah.
But in respect to that, I believe that at the end of the day, I will pay for the consequences of my actions. God will judge me when He comes. So I'm not trying to live my life for my mother, like I always say, or for Brooke or for John. In as much as I believe I'm a good person and God is within me, that's just the principles that I stem from. I read the Bible. I'm not even today. I was there reading. Say make it read Psalms. Yeah. So I was just
I mean,
asking
there's
people.
things that can take and help you. The Bible itself, there's some readings in it. And I don't think, so this is the part that's controversial. I don't think Jonah was told by a whale. I think
Mm,
the message is in that so much faith. Even though you told by a whale, even though the things that you could possibly imagine in life, you're facing life and death, faith and belief can pull you out of it. So there's no situation that you could possibly be in that is too good for God, that's too big for God, that's too big for Him to help you. And to me,
amen.
that's what the Bible is. Not necessarily Jesus walked on the water or turned 3 loaves into 500. It's just like every day, remember the in miracles with $2 and in the house.
Mm-hmm.
That's it for me. Like that's because that you know, that is possible. Anything is possible if you believe.
Amen. Amen. We have already touched on so many topics here, guys. If you are here, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Yeah. And I saw somebody wrote a comment. They said, Johna, do you have a YouTube channel? So yes, talk to us about that. And I know that you have an IG page for your kids and your family and whatnot. So is that something that you're looking into going to
Um,
in the near future?
it is something that I have that most content is hash. You already have a
Mhm.
so YouTube channel, not well, I created one, but I haven't done anything. So this is the first time I'm
Okay.
doing like a live sort of, I'm not very comfortable in that scenario. I thought
Mhm.
about posting, and so I'm very comfortable with that. Um,
Mhm.
this has actually this little segment has motivated me to maybe put out a couple videos online.
Of course, why not? I think you should just start and get into it. Because at first for me, I'm like, when should I start? When should I do it? And I was just dragging, and months passed. And my friend said, you know what? You just need to get into it, do it, and learn the quirks of it. And and here I am today. And I actually, I think I'm thinking about doing Vlogmas. So Vlogmas is actually a 25-day ritual that was created, I think, back in 2011, where this lady called Ingrid, she started it, and she's vlogging from the 1st to the 25th. Now I always find myself taking little videos and posting this on my WhatsApp status, on sometimes Instagram. So I'm like, why not put these videos together and showcase it on YouTube, So I think that's a great way to start vlogging during Christmas, because it's a festive season. That's one of the times we have a lot of activities and stuff. So I
Yeah,
think you should definitely join the bandwagon. Even if you don't do all the days, do it once a week, but just get your feet wet into it.
my kids would love it. Freaking,
Yeah.
freaking obsessed with YouTube videos. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and even when I pull out my camera, Shakira will go, "Hi, I'm Shakira."
Uh-huh.
So like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that personality.
boy, you know, I'm definitely considering it. I'm
Mhm.
I'm a little scared to get into it. I've always been very my kids and my married life, my husband, a social butterfly, but in person. He doesn't do. He's not a fan of stage happiness. So if we're doing a photoshoot, he prefers candid shots versus the ones where they say smile. He likes living in the moment. So I think it will
My
take a little bit.
my husband is like that as well.
Yeah, he
Yeah. So even if I might,
I want
I,
to be down with it, but I would have to convince him.
yeah, I'm thinking about that. I would like probably put snippets of him on there, but not necessarily like have him to be actively involved in it,
Not
like
a
talk
fan.
about it, whatever. Right? Because he's not that social media type of person. I am more of the person in the social media. I like pictures, I like stuff like that. But he's not that type of person. So maybe if I showcase him, it will not be um to have him talk or anything. Yeah, so I definitely agree with you on that.
I
He's
got
a
you,
more of the
baby.
person, let me drink in the moment, let me enjoy myself in the moment, but not for replay.
Sparkle.
Ooh, I love this.
Oh my
That's this
God,
one, Pinky
so
Beauty.
sparkly.
Oh my
If
goodness.
I had to use it, I really like it. To be honest, it has
You
chunky.
must be a natural person.
It's so chunky.
Oh, it is. I was trying to do a lip look. I don't know what lip to do because I have this nude eyes going on, so I kind of want a bright lip. Yeah.
I'm so scared. I'm touching this thing and like
Tap.
gold like
Uh-huh.
all over the place.
I know that feeling.
Nasty.
Disrespectful highlight. That's what they used to call it. It's not in style anymore.
Yeah.
For
Oh, it's not too bad. Like you can hardly see.
Jonah, can you discuss the arguments of posting your kids and family on IG? I've heard older persons saying mothers shouldn't be putting their children on social media. What do you think about that?
There's something that in some, like, I mean, you're not gonna put butt naked on social. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I think in the same way that we find social media productive to us in certain aspects of our life, employment or relating to find good information on there, menstrual cycles,
Mm.
women's
Yeah.
health. You find so many good things on social media. I don't think it's fair to say that it shouldn't be on there. I think it is fair to say that if your child is on social, um, they have a page themselves, whether you're posting it, it should always be within ways of a child. So,
Yeah.
child friendly. Like, and sometimes I see these scene or whatever, and it's like the mom. Like, okay, come on, like, good
Yeah.
that
Exactly.
you should
Right.
post that to social media.
Yeah.
Our older folks know what they're talking about. They did it before we did, so they have to point. However, sometimes they're a little back because they're not in the.
Exactly. They're not in that time and we're moving with the time.
Um,
I think to each his own, and you as a parent, it depends on the type of content that you're putting on there. So if you have your little family page or a little IG for your kids, then why not? It's just, it's social media.
that's
But
yeah.
yeah, but it's the extent to which you go for the kids. But what do you think about the parents the day their child born, boom, they put the child face on social media? What do you think about that though?
I never done it. So
Mm,
to each his own.
yeah.
If you want to share your kid with people, good thing.
Yeah, that's your pride and joy.
Never
Yeah,
do this. I just didn't think this business look like.
yeah, yeah.
And so I never posted like the day of, like, always 3 or 4 months after.
Hmm.
But to each his own. That's the beauty of this world. That is the democracy. You get to choose the food you want. So if you want, at the end of the day, if you want to post your child butt naked on social media, it's backlash. Good for you. You do what works for you. If you're happy. I want the person to stand in the way anyway for happiness. If you're happy, sister, whatever it is, if that means
Hmm.
telling yourself, step away.
True that. True that. Um, hmm. We're kind of winding down right now. I'm already done with my makeup though. I just spread my face with setting spray.
Highlight. So
Okay.
I don't have lashes, so I just want to amp it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Like I put some.
If you were given the choice to not work and to work, what would you do and why?
Uh, I mean, if you have to work, why would you?
True that, true that.
To be honest, in
Like
our
for example, okay, let's say you get like your husband, he can do it all, he have it all and whatnot, and he tells you like, babe, I don't want you to work, whatever. Would you
okay,
just
so
do it?
that's actually the reality of my house. I don't need to work.
Yeah.
It makes well and
Hmm.
for us to live a lifestyle that is grand.
Yeah.
So there is no need to work. However,
Yeah.
I think we all, whether you're a stay-at-home mom or you are a
Yeah.
mom, you still, because everything that you do every day, whether you're cooking or washing, every day you're coming up with a better way of doing what you did yesterday. So
Hmm.
mission in itself. You're
Yeah.
all working, but you say you're telling me I can sit my ass on the bed and not do the nanny and everything. Of course, I will get fat happily.
True, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, but like when I was speaking of work, I was thinking like going outside and get like a financial job. My husband don't have a problem if I don't work or whatnot. But for me, I feel like the point that my husband got me, that will never be the point that I will remain for the rest of my life.
No.
My life is about a journey and growth and personal development. I cannot just stop there. I want to develop myself. So if like I really had the choice on whatever, and he told me, I want to do it, so that's why I'm gonna do it. Because sometimes, like me, I don't have kids. It will get boring just being a housewife, cooking, and that's it. Trust me, I did it, and it's boring. So I have to keep myself busy and do the things that you know make me feel alive and
I agree
pursue my purpose.
100%. And a woman should always do what is
And you don't know the right.
hard to be happy in your
Hmm.
relationship, life, personal journey, whatever we call it. There-
Yeah.
There's so many names of movement. Um, women's empowerment, spiritual journey.
Yep. There are so many things that we can do as women. So that's why I said, you know what? I gotta get something to do. I gotta keep moving because honestly, it gets boring when you just stay in the house, whatever.
Have you figured out what you want to do?
Well, yeah, I actually love doing this. I love doing makeup. I wanna go more into um giving time to my YouTube channel. I
Nice.
might be doing it full time maybe from next year. So
Ooh,
that's what I'm gonna do. But I also next year I wanna go into some investments, start my cosmetic line, stuff like that. So you'll be seeing a lot in store for me from next year because my dream job is not one where I can just sit in an office and whatnot. I wanna like have freedom. So if I wanna travel today, I'm traveling today and that's my choice. So
I love.
that's what I'm aiming at right now. Yeah.
I found my lash glue, so I put one
Awesome.
on, and I'm gonna put the other one on, and then after that,
Okay. Mm-mm. Yeah, so we're kind of winding down. So if you have any last words that you would like to tell persons out there on mom life, balancing your life, work life, hobby life, you know, you can share with us some of your last words.
last words. Yeah, ladies, always be yourself, no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we can be insecure as women within our nature to be that way because we're always constantly thinking of ways that can make us better as a human being. If you're a good person, that is only natural. So it's okay to evolve and to grow, but always remember that if you could be anybody in the world, it's always better to be you. I had a very hard time learning that being myself, being my own Johna was good enough, and that I didn't. And then whatever good in life that was gonna follow was gonna come because I was being me. Because if you're not you, you attract whatever is for whatever you're trying to do. You're
To
not
be
is for you.
not attracting your genuine persons that's supposed to be around you. I definitely agree with that. And even when I came here, like I felt like, when you just come into a new family, like you have to be a certain type of person. And I was almost not being myself at first. I'm like, no, Keisha, just be yourself. There's no better person in this world than yourself. And then when I just release all these expectations and whatnot, I found myself being happier, more genuine. I could laugh, smile, dance, whatever I love to do,
More
and I could just be
life,
me.
much more.
Hmm. Yeah, instead of just pretending to be that perfect facade of what you're not. Definitely, I love, love, love that final words. And thank you so much for deciding to agree to be on this live here today. I really appreciated it. I really had fun, especially as being a wife, so I could, learn from the wife points of view and a future mom. Yeah, so thank you so very much for that. You continue to inspire me. I know maybe you may not hear that all the time, but I admire you for being so strong in your position as a wife, a mother, still emulating the goodness of it all and not making it seem so much of a burden. And maybe it might be hard, but you still make us look like, make us, make, you still make it look so easy. So, yeah, kudos to you on that.
I
And thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. Ooh, my little thing didn't come out so bad after all.
Yeah, yes, they did. It's really good.
Lashes tend to do everything.
Yeah, just up that by 10.
Well, thank you so
Yeah,
much
they're
for
really
having me.
good.
It was a pleasure.
Yeah.
And maybe we'll do this soon. That was fun.
Yeah, maybe we'll do it another time on another topic or
And
whatnot.
I
But
had
I
a
really,
whole freaking bottle of wine, and I only had a little.
woo, girl, I bought one, but I did not like it. You know the cork and you have to pull
Oh,
it up. Yeah,
yeah.
so I didn't have time to that. I'm like, okay, I'll just drink some water. So I bought me some water, but I'll go downstairs in a bit and I'll drink that. It's actually getting dark. I didn't have time to fix my light because normally I do the live in the day, but it's all right. Yes, thank you so much for coming in. I love your makeup. It's natural, it's pretty.
This
You
is, this
practice makes perfect, so keep on practicing.
is
Yeah. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. Let me know if you guys have anything other to say. Please write it down in the comments box because we are winding down. And yeah, remember, be yourself. I was really looking forward to seeing the kids though.
my kids go to bed at 7:30.
Oh, so they went to bed already.
That is
Okay,
part
that's
of
good.
my self-care.
Mm-hmm.
I don't leave my kids up past 8 o'clock
Mm-hmm.
because I go to bed usually at this time I'm snoring already. So I put my kids in bed early so that I can come and have a nice bath
Yeah,
and
right. Mm-hmm.
walk, watch a show, have a glass of wine, whatever I feel like.
Yeah, true.
And so I put the kids down early so I get that time for me.
For you. That makes sense.
Six
That
o'clock
makes sense.
in the morning, I'm ready to go and I have my good beauty
Yeah,
salon. I have a skincare regimen that I do every night. Like I
that's good.
because it's part of me feel that
Mm-hmm.
the day and
Yeah.
I have my little ritual and so yeah, but after 7, don't
It's a winding down time. Well, me after 7, sometimes my husband reaches at that time. We watch a movie, we do something because right now we don't have kids, but we try to spend time together. And it's so important that you mention that because it shows that you have structure in your life. And without structure, without planning, it can become chaotic. So I think that's one of the things that I learned from you today that it's very important to organize your life, plan your space, and have structure. So
it,
kudos to
you
you for
can't
that.
plan everything. You cannot plan everything and you cannot control everything.
Yeah.
Dear God, the things that you can, the little activities to make life seamless for you. That
Amen.
you will be the less stress you have and the more like you are to enjoy the moment that you have with the
Amen to that. All right. Connie first said, I love the energy. Was a very good conversation. Thank you, Connie, for always joining and commenting and whatnot. You keep it going. Yeah. And I really love the energy and the vibe of the conversation today. It was a different spin, but I think it was something that we need to know, we need to learn because sometimes we don't have examples to teach us, to speak to us about these things. And if we hear it, like, okay, maybe I can do this, or maybe I'm going through this thing and we're all in this together. So I
But
really
if
enjoyed
you're going
this
through
today.
somebody's going through something 10 times as much, so it's not even
Yes,
it's not
that's so true. Yeah, and you will eventually get over it.
and
So,
nothing lasts. These songs blow away and they disappear into the
so true. So yes, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much for joining in. And I think this brings us to the end of the live. All right, bye.
I
Put my phone on a call. All right, let me take a quick pic. All right. Okay, later, honey.
bye.
Bye.